Hello, movie lovers. Welcome to Does It Hold Up? Oscars Redux. Every Friday, we go back in time to redo one of the Academy Awards and correct the mistakes that the Academy made. Or at least the mistakes I think they made. This is just my opinions after all, but it's just meant for fun. Let me know in the comments below what movies you think should have won each of the 9 categories we are about to go over. With me, as always, is the disembodied voice, Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
We are starting off with a little bit of a change this week. So the first category is...
Writing Adapted. The nominees this year were Brokeback Mountain, Capote, The Constant Gardener, A History of Violence, and Munich. The winner, Brokeback Mountain.
Starting off very strong, Academy, because Brokeback Mountain is the correct choice. This script is brilliant. Top to bottom, the layers in this story, you can just peel them back like an onion. It's just that incredible. And it will also make you cry, just like peeling an onion. This script is amazing, and it rightfully deserved the win. So we're going to go ahead and keep it with Brokeback Mountain.
Moving on to Writing Original. The nominees were Crash, Good Night and Good Luck, Match Point, The Squid and the Whale, and Syriana. The winner that year, Crash.
I could not wait to get to this year of redoing the Academy Awards because there are so many travesties that need to be corrected, and this is one of them. Crash is just not a good script. I don't know who ever thought it was. I'm not sure why it even got greenlit. It is not a good script. But you know what is? The Squid and the Whale. That script is beautiful, with very real feeling characters that you could see your friends as, or your parents as, or your sister, brother, or whatever. You know these people because this script is just so poignant and so real. So we're stripping it from Crash and we're giving it to The Squid and the Whale.
Next is Actor in a Supporting Role. The nominees were George Clooney for Syriana, Matt Dillon, Crash, Paul Giamatti, Cinderella Man, Jake Gyllenhaal, Brokeback Mountain, and William Hurt, A History of Violence. The winner, George Clooney, Syriana.
We all know George Clooney is a good actor. I think he might have been a better actor on TV than he is in movies, but that's besides the point. He's wonderful in this movie, but this just wasn't the year for him. Do you know who the year it was for? Jake Gyllenhaal in Brokeback Mountain. This performance goes beyond any one of the other nominees in this category. Jake pulled everything he had, put it together, tied it up with a nice little bow, and handed it to us as a gift. And we threw it away. We did nothing with it. This performance is hauntingly beautiful, and it's going to Jake Gyllenhaal for Brokeback Mountain.
Next, we have Actress in a Supporting Role. The nominees were Amy Adams for Junebug, Catherine Keener, Capote, Frances McDormand for North Country, Rachel Weisz, The Constant Gardener, and Michelle Williams, Brokeback Mountain. The winner, Rachel Weisz, The Constant Gardener.
I love me some Rachel Weisz. She is absolutely incredible pretty much any time she shows up on screen in any movie that she's ever in. But it's weird because I actually don't think any of these people should have won the award. It should have went to somebody who wasn't even nominated, and that's Anne Hathaway for Brokeback Mountain. I'm breaking my own rules here. Normally, I only stick to the 5 that were nominated because I don't want it to get convoluted where you can just pick any movie. I tried to streamline it to say whatever was nominated, I have to pick from that. It's just not possible. Anne Hathaway deserves the award this year for Brokeback Mountain. She was transcendent. So I'm going to actually give out 2 for this category because I'm also giving it to Michelle Williams for Brokeback Mountain for the same exact reasons. These women were incredible in this movie, held together by very 2 strong male leads, and yet some of the best scenes in the entire movie star these 2 women. So we get co-winners this year of Anne Hathaway, Michelle Williams, Brokeback Mountain.
Moving on to Actor in a Leading Role, the nominees this year were Philip Seymour Hoffman for Capote, Terrence Howard, Hustle and Flow, Heath Ledger, Brokeback Mountain, Joaquin Phoenix, Walk the Line, and David Strathairn, Good Night and Good Luck. The winner, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Capote.
What can I say about Philip Seymour Hoffman? A talent that we lost way too soon because he was incredible. But I also think he's slightly been reincarnated in Jesse Plemons, who seems to be going this same route, and just, it's amazing to watch. But I would love if Philip Seymour Hoffman was still here to give us amazing performances like this one. But unfortunately, as much as I love him, as much as he is missed, this wasn't his award to win. It once again goes to Brokeback Mountain, to Heath Ledger, because holy sh... He was the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You. He was the teen heartthrob, the Australian guy, nobody really knew how good he was until he came full force in this movie and gave one of the best performances of all time. Super snubbed here. He's getting the award for Brokeback Mountain.
Next is Actress in a Leading Role. The nominees were Judi Dench, Miss Henderson Presents, Felicity Huffman, Transamerica, Keira Knightley, Pride and Prejudice, Charlize Theron, North Country, and Reese Witherspoon, Walk the Line. The winner, Reese Witherspoon, Walk the Line.
Here we go. They got another one right. Reese Witherspoon was spectacular in Walk the Line. She held her own against a tour de force performance from Joaquin Phoenix. This movie, on paper, sounds interesting. Sounds okay if you like Johnny Cash, if you like June Carter. Everybody's probably heard the music, but was anybody really asking for the story? No, not really. But the way this movie all came together, it really worked. And who was the standout in a movie that shouldn't work but did? Reese Witherspoon. Joaquin Phoenix, amazing. But she outclasses him in every scene they have together. So this was the correct choice. Reese Witherspoon, Walk the Line.
Moving on to Best Animated Feature, the nominees this year were Howl's Moving Castle, Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, and Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. The winner? Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
I'm not the biggest fan of Wallace and Gromit, just in general. Anything that's ever been made with those two characters. So this was an incredibly difficult category for me this time. I'm going to give it to Howl's Moving Castle, but that is 100% based on the fact that I just never really got into Wallace and Gromit. So should it stick with them? I mean, you could probably convince me by telling me how good Wallace and Gromit is, but for my own personal preference, I am going to take their award away, sadly, and give it to Howl's Moving Castle because the movie is just so beautiful to look at. The story is fantastic. Everything about the movie just kind of works a little bit better than the other two movies in this category. So once again, I'm giving the Best Animated Feature award to Howl's Moving Castle.
The penultimate award of the evening is Best Directing. The nominees this year were George Clooney for Good Night and Good Luck, Paul Haggis for Crash, Ang Lee for Brokeback Mountain, Bennett Miller, Capote, and Steven Spielberg, Munich. The winner this year, Ang Lee for Brokeback Mountain.
Nothing needs to be said here. This is 100% the correct choice. He made an incredibly moving, brilliant, beautiful, emotional, heartfelt movie. Everything about Brokeback Mountain is done to such an intensely perfect degree that it blows every other movie in this category out of the water. And there's great movies in this category, but none of them can touch Brokeback Mountain. So I'm keeping the award right where it already ended up. Ang Lee, Brokeback Mountain.
And our final award of the evening, as always, is Best Picture. The nominees this year were Brokeback Mountain, Capote, Crash, Good Night and Good Luck, and Munich. The winner, Crash.
Okay, this is one of the biggest travesties in the history of the Academy Awards. You gotta be fucking kidding me with this. I don't know who voted this year, but they should have had their voting rights taken away from them, because this is the biggest disgrace in the history of the awards. It's worse than Shakespeare in Love winning this award years before. Who the fuck thought Crash was better than any of these other movies in the category? But come on, what the are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Crash is an abomination of a movie. Nobody likes it. I hate that it won this award. And I don't throw around the word hate that often, but it gets my blood boiling that this movie is an Academy Award winning Best Picture. Fuck you. The real winner should be, and it should be no surprise throughout the rest of this video, it's Brokeback Mountain. It is the best movie of the entire year, of every movie released, not just the ones in the category, of all movies. This movie is brilliant. I've said it. I don't need to say it that much more. This is a movie that's going to stand the test of the time, and watching people fall in love with this movie as time has gone on is just incredible. So fuck you, whoever voted for Crash. You're entirely wrong. It goes to Brokeback Mountain, Best Fucking Picture. Fight me. All right, that's it for the show. Thank you for coming along with me to go back to 2006 to redo the Academy Awards, and I let you know who I thought should win each award. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, if you think I made some bad choices. Who would you give the award to if you could choose who the winners were? I'll be back again on Friday with another Oscars redo. We're going to the year 2007, so come back for that one. I think some interesting things are going to happen. Until I see you next time, just remember to be good to yourself, kind to others, and keep watching movies.